Today we're diving into the swirl of rumors about Kate Middleton, exploring how certain controversies have challenged her well-known innocent reputation.
So, we're talking about the persistent rumors that, despite being largely debunked, still manage to stir up vivid debate about her behavior, right?
Exactly. Since her marriage to William in 2011, Kate has built a reputation as a model royal, and a lot of that image is built on careful, almost deliberate behavior.
Yeah, that's well known, especially with her famously reported rule about not drinking excessively. Rumors like that Wimbledon incident were pretty easily dismissed.
Right, but then there are these other
Mhm.
allegations that have, painted her in a slightly different light. Some say she's got this, mean girl streak, especially in her interactions with figures like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
I've seen those online, like that TikTok video that allegedly showed her giving Meghan a not-so-friendly look around the time of Queen Elizabeth's funeral.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the story from a year later where she was reported to, throw some shade during a high school visit by rolling her eyes at any mention of Harry and Meghan's names.
That does sound, well, a bit out of character, though I'm not sure how much weight we can put on a TikTok clip.
Sure, I mean, while many of these reports lack official confirmation, they tend to stick and influence public perception. And, let's not forget the dress controversy at Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018. The outfit, described as primrose yellow, was apparently a point of contention because it looked, almost too white in the sun.
That detail really adds an interesting twist. It's like even the color of her dress became a subject of scrutiny, huh?
Precisely. It
Yeah.
almost symbolizes the delicate balance she has to maintain between her public image and personal expression. And then there's the incident at King Charles III's coronation, where she didn't curtsy to Queen Camilla, sparking whispers that it was a deliberate act of protest.
I find that part pretty intriguing. But at the same time, isn't it a stretch to interpret one gesture as a full-blown silent rebellion?
I get your point. It does seem like a small act that might have been blown out of proportion. Still, some insiders claim it was less about breaking protocol and more about conveying a personal boundary. It's like, a subtle signal that her image is not just fragility, but strength too.
Right, and that tension really underpins much of the debate. How much of these actions are intentional and how much are just misinterpreted moments in a highly scrutinized public life?
Absolutely. These rumors, controversial as they are, highlight the challenge of balancing royal tradition with a very modern, media-driven narrative. It shows how every little action is magnified by the public eye.
And while it's easy to get caught up in the scandal, it's important to note that Kate's long-standing reputation as a composed and dedicated member of the royal family still stands strong despite all this gossip.
Exactly, at the end of the day, these swirling controversies, whether it's a disputed gesture or a questionable dress, just add layers to an already complex public persona.
Well said. It really goes to show the high stakes of public image and royalty, where even subtle actions become headline news.
Yep, and that's what makes this conversation so endlessly fascinating. It's a blend of tradition, behavior, and, the relentless nature of modern media commentary.
For sure. Thanks for this insightful dive into the topic. Always thought it was a mix of fact, rumor, and a little bit of royal drama.